The wonderful Tanya Unkovich. Tanya, so good to have you on the show this afternoon. We're talking about a topic that I think you and I are rather passionate about.
Very much so, very much so. The Chosen, the series The Chosen.
Now, I just think before we get started on this, it would be really good to explain for those who don't know about the series yet, a little bit behind what it's all about. And I wondered if you could do that for me.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll probably be short and sweet. It's the story of Jesus and the disciples, and I used to see it coming up on my social media feed all the time, actually, and so I thought, I'm a bit naughty. When everyone's doing something, I go the other way. But now it seemed like the perfect time to go, well, I think it's time for me to watch
Well,
this.
that's one of the themes. In fact, that's in the opening credits,
I know.
Tanya. Is it the fish that swim the other way? You're one of
I
those
know.
fish, aren't you?
I am. I'm one of the green ones. I turned the corner, and the perfect timing is now for me to watch this because, I'm going to be honest, my faith is so basic. My grandmother didn't read or write English, but she had so much faith. And the same with my own mother, who I don't think Mum's ever read the Bible. Do you know what I mean? But her faith is so strong. And that's what mine is like. So my knowledge of the Bible isn't that great. And I've always said, Tanya, read the Bible, read the Bible. And then I thought, no, actually, I'm going to watch The Chosen first. And it's honestly the best thing I've done because it's putting everything together for me, telling the stories of Jesus and the disciples. And anyway, I'm still on series 2. So
Okay.
that's
Well,
where
actually,
I'm at.
no. You're some way through then.
I don't think they've launched season 3 yet.
Yeah.
No.
So you're good.
You're doing pretty well,
And
Tanya.
of all of the things to binge, this is probably one of the things that's better for you spiritually in terms of binge watching.
Look, but you know what? I don't let myself binge watch.
Oh.
I'm actually dragging it out. So I've got something to look forward to. So I'm only doing about one episode, 1.5 a night.
Yeah.
And I find that it's so beautiful to watch before I go to sleep. Instead of scrolling through all the other junk that can come up on your iPad, I've made it a ritual, and I cannot tell you what a difference it's made in my life to go to bed and sleep on that, watching that. It has made such a difference for me.
So what do you think it is about this particular series? Because, let's face it, there's been movies about Jesus' life. There have been other TV shows. What do you think it is about The Chosen that is bringing this peace and comfort to you at this time?
When you ask me that question, the first thing that comes to mind, I think, is the character of Jesus. And even though I know he's an actor, I just love the character. I love the actor. I love the way there's a bit of humour in the way he tells the stories. I love the way he conveys the message. And there's something beautiful about this character that has made a real difference for me, with the way I've been raised in faith. I'm really feeling that Jesus is my friend.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference for me personally. And I just love the way he preaches and teaches so simply, but yet with such depth.
Certainly, and I think there is something about Jesus in this particular series. There is such a warmth that is conveyed through this actor. Now, you've actually written down some lessons that you've learned, and I'm intrigued because I am also a big fan of this show. So I want to know if some of the lessons that you've learned are similar to any of the ones that I've learned.
Okay. Well, so many of us want to go out and serve, help mankind, and you can get a little bit, what's the word? The word's not obsessive, but you can become a bit reactive, wanting to go out there and preach. But you know what? Just helping one person at a time is also a beautiful way to do it, because that one person, you've planted a seed, and then they will go to their family, and then it'll spread out that way, and I'm just watching the way that Jesus is so gently asking questions in order for people to then go, oh, that's what he means, oh my God, and learn lessons that way. It's the depth of the lesson, rather, it's not quantity of people, it's that depth of the lesson.
I mean, that was
And,
particularly apparent in the episode with the Samaritan woman. I'm sorry if that's a spoiler. You're up to that bit yet?
Yes. Watched that, loved it. Yes.
Yeah, certainly there was something about the way he spoke with her and addressed her that was just so beautiful, given the story that she had, the journey that she had been on. I agree. There is something about that quality of conversation, that quality of time spent, that I think often we want to get the quantity, right? We want to ensure that that message is being spread far and wide, which is a good thing. But actually, it is better when we take the time to be with one person and sit with them in their joy, but also in their pain.
And, that's a bit like the coaching relationship. When I'm coaching someone, it's not about just sprinkling a whole lot of messages and activities. It's about even planting one seed really deep that makes that significant change within one person.
I'm kind of glad to hear that you're not binge watching, because that's kind of applying one of the lessons of saying, hey, no, let's take our time on this. Let's not just rush through to the ending. Let's take our time and go a little bit deeper with each episode. Let's perhaps spend some time praying about what God would say to us through that particular episode. Let's apply some of the lessons to our life. A wonderful way to do that. One thing I'm curious about, though, Tanya, is it encouraging you to want to read the book? Having seen the series, is it drawing you to want to read the gospel stories for yourself?
Without question. Absolutely. Because I've always shied away from the First Testament. To me, it was like I just couldn't understand it. But I can already just by watching the series. So most definitely. And I said to my husband the other night, this is the goal I've got before I end my life on earth. I want to read the whole Bible.
Yeah. Honestly,
that is one of my goals.
Yeah, I think that's many people's goals as well. I mean, one of the things that I think The Chosen does really well, I mean, of course it's set in Jesus's time, but by seeing the way that people lived, interacted, you can go, actually, yes, times were different then, but there's so many lessons we can learn today in 2021 from the adversity and the way that they lived then.
I know. Even things like they didn't have running water. I was watching something last night and, the way they were washing themselves at the end of a hard day. And, we get a bit grumpy when the water pressure isn't strong enough in the shower, when the washing machine's going at the same time. And it really made me think, but it made me also think about how resilient we are and to not forget that during these times that we now call are a struggle. People have been through so much before us, and we've got what it takes to get what we're going through now.
A wonderful reminder. Hey, Tanya, thank you so much. It is an absolute joy to talk about this show with you because there is so much that can be garnered from it. Now, if people want to check out what you've been doing, some of the things that you've been up to, of course, social media, I've been following you this week, has been a great way to do so. What's the best way to do it?
Yeah, everywhere on social media, and my website is tanyaunkovich.com.
And, of course, everybody recommending The Chosen. You can look that up on social media. You can download the app and we'll dive deep into that experience for yourself. Tanya, have a great weekend. Catch up on some more episodes, and thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Bye.